All right, so the last thing we're going to do today is we are going to graph the equation that they give us. And so in the last lesson, we wrote down what we knew the slope and the y-intercept were. Again, everything is linear in the form of y equals mx plus b. That means it'll graph a straight line and it has a constant rate of change, which is slope. M is our slope, how the graph moves. And b is our y-intercept, where we begin on the y-axis. So if we look at number 1, they gave us the equation y equals 1/2 x minus 1. So we know our slope is a positive 1/2 because the m is in front of the x. So it's 1/2. And then our b, got that get into focus, is a negative 1 because instead of it being a plus b, it's a minus b. So it's a minus 1. So how we graph this, we begin with our y-intercept, the b, where we begin at negative 1 on the y-axis. It's the y-intercept, so we have to go to the y-axis. And you're going to put a point on negative 1. So there's our first point. Now, from that point, we're going to use our slope to do rise over run and find the next point. Rise 1, run 2. Remember when you do rise over run, it goes up or down and to the right. Rise up or down and go to the right. So this one is going to go up 1 because it's a positive 1 rise. So we're going to rise 1 and we're going to run 2 to the right. 1, 2. So our next point will be right here. And if you wanted to make another point, you could. Rise 1, run 2. So there we go. And if you connect these lines, which mine might not be great, as you can tell, that would be the graph for that equation. Now, let's look at number 3. Y equals negative 6x minus 3. So our slope is negative 6. It's what is in front of the x. So our slope is negative 6. And our y-intercept is negative 3 because it's a minus 3. Instead of a plus b, it's a minus. So it's a negative 3. So again, I'm going to go down the y-axis to negative 3. I'm going to put a point on negative 3. Now, on this one, our slope is negative 6. In fraction form, that's negative 6 over 1. So that means we're going to go down 6 units and to the right 1. So if I go 1, 2, 3, you can see we're going to go off the graph if I went down 6 and right 1. So if we can't go down and to the right, we can go the opposite direction, up and to the left. So I'm going to go up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 to the left. I just went the opposite direction because my graph just wasn't big enough. So as you can see, and I did not connect those lines very well at all, but if we connect those lines well, you notice your slope is negative and our slope here is negative. We just couldn't go down and to the right. We had to go backwards, which was up and to the left. Sometimes you might have to do that if the graph they give you is not big enough. All right, good luck on doing the rest of these on your own.